Hey everyone, it's Amarine. I'm here for the FTM team, and this week we're talking about what we want to be when we grow up. So first off, in the same place, on the same day, the same thing as I was in the last video, and that's because I'm doing this ahead. The reason for that is I am directing a show right now. It's going to be in a competition in New York City, off-Broadway. It's not actually as snazzy as it sounds, but it's really exciting, sort of. It's a lot of work, but it's exciting and fun. So I'll actually be leaving / up in New York when / getting all my schoolwork done because I have to be there the entire weekend, and I'm taking a lot of classes this semester. So I'm not gonna have time to make a video, and it's a really nice day outside today, so I'm doing it now. What do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be an actor. Funny story, I told my principal that in middle school, because she asked on like the last day of 8th grade, and she was like, why actors are stupid, why would you want to do that, you're smart. And I was like, well, smart is a quantitative term. It's a pretty subjective term there. Also, actors can be very intelligent, so you know, you can shove it. But I want to be an actor. More specifically, actually, I also want to be in charge of coming up with creative inspiration for shows, both TV and theater, plays and things like that. I'm not like superb at writing them, but I would love to kind of be on creative teams that develop them, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to be a musician on the side. I would love to spend some time with an actual, even if it's a small rock, especially Celtic rock band, touring. And I would really, at some point, love to invent some cool stuff, and that's the physics in me talking. And, you know, have astronomy as sort of a little side hobby going on. In reality, I may end up doing, you know, especially sound sort of stuff. I'd love to develop sound stuff for a technical company, or just do a lot of sound design and you know, building cool spaces that reverberate sound in really neat ways. And creating sound-based performances and music, not just music-based, but sound effects-based performances and shows and art. So that's sort of a mishmash of all the different things I would like to do. So you know, my realistic fallback plan is, if I can make it, you know, actually working with, first of all, doing, you know, tech for different professional theater companies, tech work, and working my way up maybe to design positions in companies. Definitely. You know, if I can, working with, you know, sound system companies, or any sort of like physics research, astrophysics research, even if I'm just like a lab tech or whatever, that may be the more realistic route. But yeah, that's what I want to do when I grow up. I don't know if trans really has much to do with it. Really, in physics, there's so few people in physics, they don't really give a shit. Like, as long as you haven't killed another physicist recently, you're pretty much good. That's what I hear, at least. I mean, I'm sure you find your bigoted person in whatever, you know, whatever the group is, but that's whatever. As far as theater goes, that is more tricky because, you know, when people cast, they usually do look for male and female roles, and, you know, so being trans can be an issue. Luckily, you know, so far I already passed at least somewhat for male. I don't know in theater audition spaces how well that would work, because right now I have a somewhat harder time playing roles younger than me, and right now I can really do roles no older than like 17, which is my age, but I'm almost 18, and more like 15, 16 is what I'm physically and capable of, like typecasting wise. But once I start to, you know, testosterone and all that, that should change, hopefully. You know, if I could, I would love to be, you know, an actor and do lots of classic male roles, maybe even genderqueer roles, possibly. You know, and be like, doesn't matter that I'm trans, I can still do this. But as far as like being fully physically transitioned and then going for auditions, and especially, you know, some auditions are like, oh, take your shirt off, do this, or, you know, are you comfortable being naked on stage, or can you, you know, whatever, like, it can be a little difficult, so it can be a little harrowing, and that's part of the reason that, I mean, mostly I just really want to, you know, transition as soon as I can, but part of the reason that I'm really sold on transitioning right now as soon as I can is because I want to have, I want the testosterone changes and all that to be pretty much settled by the time I'm leaving college in 2 years, so that I can be sort of, fully ready, mentally adapted to everything, and feel really comfortable in my body, so that I can be more relaxed and audition well and all that. Yeah, so yeah, if there are any, I haven't met a lot, but if there are any trans thespians, actors, especially trans guys, but whatever, out there, who feel like talking about that, that'd be cool. I've met one or two. JJ Fanshawe, Jonathan Fanshawe on YouTube is one. If you're more interested in stuff about acting and transitioning, he has some cool videos on that. So, yeah. Alright, everyone, cheers, and see you later. Bye.